Hello, fellers out there in YouTube land. Anybody out there? Are you reading me? Am I coming in clear? Hey guys, this is B Junior from Endurance Productions. Just going to do the obligatory quick video on what I'm going to be watching for Halloween this year. Remember we did it last year between myself and a few YouTube buddies, and it was just kind of, I don't know, kind of fun. Kind of sit down, tell everybody, pull out some selections that you might be watching for Halloween, talk about them. Also to give you a quick rundown on Halloween plans this year. Just kind of let you know what's going on in the world of Endurance Productions. Go over the video selections that I've got this year. Probably won't watch every single one of these, but I end up watching most of them because I start watching Halloween or horror movies or scary Halloween movies probably the Friday night and then on into Saturday because it falls on a Saturday this year. So I'll probably start watching these Friday evening when I get in from my training conference at Rocks. I'm going to be getting home just in time for Halloween, so I can get up Saturday morning and continuing on the monster movie marathon as we create our Halloween hijinks this year. Just to start it off, I picked out a couple of more modern horror movies that didn't really bother me in the last few years that I really enjoyed watching, and I thought I would pop them in just to kind of spice things up, get a little bit of a mix going on in my movie selections this year. I think I'll start it off with Dead Silence. Of course, directed by James Wan, who directed the first of the Saw movies. I didn't, and of which I like the first Saw movie. I have it in my collection. I don't have any of the sequels because they just kind of, I don't know, that's a review for another day, but they all became a lot of the same. But Dead Silence was a good little creepy ghost story that I really enjoyed. I haven't even popped the plastic off of this one. I bought a copy at Big Lots for $3, so that's going to be fun. I'm going to try that. Another more modern horror movie that didn't really bother me that much. Kind of in the middle of the Scream years, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. This one I really never get tired of. I don't know why, but I just wanted to put it in the mix. Urban Legend, another one I haven't popped out of the plastic yet. Got it for cheap recently at Big Lots. Thought I would throw it in there. I don't like any of its sequels, but the first Urban Legend has some good jump scares in it, and I like it. Getting more into some kind of wacky, kind of off-the-wall horror. I'm going to work on my Season 4 discs of Tales from the Crypt. I've watched the first 3 seasons, but I haven't got to Season 4 yet, so I thought if I got bored in between different movies there, I would pop in some Tales from the Crypt to kind of lighten the mood, kind of get a few laughs along the way, as well as some good scares as well. You can't have Halloween without throwing some Cronenberg in there at some point. I think I watched Scanners last year in my selections. For this year's Halloween, I'm going to put in The Brood. Yeah, little creepy midget kid monster things creeping around and killing people and stuff. I got one of the scariest reveals or creepiest reveals scenes, and it's got that quirky little sense of humor or sense of darkness, if you will, from David Cronenberg and a lot of his movies. And I don't know, just thought I'd get out The Brood. I haven't watched it since probably a year. It's been a year since I've watched The Brood, so I thought I'd get it out, rewatch it. It's got some classic scenes in it. Bought this one recently. It was a reissue disc on the cheap racks at Walmart. It's from the producers of the original My Bloody Valentine and the director of Cape Fear, the original Cape Fear. Happy Birthday to Me. Yeah, there's that great old school poster with the shish kebab going in the dude's throat. I don't know, guys. Just thought I'd get it. It's not the best horror movie. It's not a classic in my book, but it's got some, you know, some good scenes in there. It's got the middle sister from Little House on the Prairie, for crying out loud, going around killing people. I don't know. Just thought I'd get it, throw it in the mix, spice things up a little bit. Here's one I haven't watched in a long time too, and I haven't owned on DVD ever. I've had it on VHS for a long time, but I kind of blank out. It's on a double disc feature, Maximum Overdrive, the Stephen King directorial effort, filmed in my backyard down here in NC. That's right. Oddly enough, it comes on a double disc. This will be a review for another day. Little odd trivia for you here. It's got Raw Deal, an action movie from Schwarzenegger, doubled with it. They're both Dino De Laurentiis productions, so I'm guessing that's why they're on the disc together, but or in the double feature together. But it's kind of weird. My mother took me to see the action movie Raw Deal in 1986, and my father took me to see Maximum Overdrive in 1986. So it's kind of odd little trivia background on that one there. But Maximum Overdrive, the machines come to life, create havoc. Emilio Estevez fires a rocket launcher. Can't beat that. Can't have a Halloween selection without some zombies in there. You got to get some zombies. I think I may have snuck in a viewing of Day of the Dead last year. I'm unsure, but thought I'd give a rewatching of Diary of the Dead, a recent release from George Romero there, Dimension Extreme disc. Gonna take in another viewing. I've been wanting to review it too, so I thought it'd be a twofer. I'd get a fresh viewing. I could do a good review on it. So Diary of the Dead, probably not the best. I'll go ahead and say it's not the best zombie movie in my book, but it's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. I didn't think. I mean, it does play off the Blair Witch thing and all that, but this is not a review. So Diary of the Dead. This is a classic in my book. Gonna watch Reanimator. Haven't watched Reanimator in probably a year, since last Halloween. Some of these movies I don't drag out, but just at Halloween. So Reanimator is definitely one of those. I haven't watched it in a long time. I've got the Millennium Edition, the 2-disc deal, the old thick bright green one there. It's got plenty of special features, but I don't know. You can't. I mean, it's just got those. I mean, the parts with the cat on the dude's back, I mean, it's just, you can't beat that. It's a good horror comedy there. Good special effects in my book. Another, what I would deem it's not so much full-on classic, but it's just a good all-around slasher. Haven't watched it since last Halloween. It's The Prowler, with those good Savini special effects in there. There again, Joseph Zito direction. Got great special effects, not the best one in the book, but no, just a good solid entry. Thought I'd drag that one out. This is a good one, guys, and one that never gets old to me, where a lot of horror movies later took their cues. You got to watch Black Christmas. I mean, it's set at Christmas, but you got to watch it at Halloween. I know it's kind of an oxymoron there, but Black Christmas, it's got those eerie voices by the killer who's lurking upstairs. They never find him, so hey, great one there. You can't have Halloween as well without dragging out A Nightmare on Elm Street, a Friday the 13th, and maybe even a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I watched some recent videos. You've probably been tuning in. I watched Nightmare on Elm Street original and part 2 the other night. For my Halloween selection, I'm going to drag out Nightmare on Elm Street part 3, The Dream Warriors. One of my favorites in the bunch. Good old Freddy Krueger starting to spout his one-liners. Got my favorite one-liner by him in that movie. I'll tell you about that later on. Of course, I got to pull out my favorite. You know, you got the poster in every horror movie review, but I know it's blathering on about it all the time. But Friday the 13th Part 3D. Gonna watch the Blu-ray. Turn down the lights. Get a Blu-ray 3D show. I haven't viewed this since I bought it a few months ago, but I think I'll make it my Friday the 13th selection for this year. It'll be a toss-up between that and the final chapter. I'm unsure at this point. Of course, I'll probably round out the whole entire show by taking in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre Blu-ray. This one always, like I said in my review and some recent videos on this one, it never ceases to scare me. It never ceases to creep me out a little bit. So this is probably like the granddaddy of all blood and gut slashers to me, or blood and gut killer movies. Got to go with Texas Chainsaw Massacre in there somewhere. That's my selections for this year, guys. I probably won't watch all of them, but those are definitely the ones I'm going to pull from this year, because I haven't watched some of them in a while. Halloween plans this year is not to stay at home and do the candy routine. We are, in fact, going to go to a Halloween party this year. So I'm looking forward to that. Going to go to a party, kind of laid back, have some fun, give out some candy at the party with the kids passing by. Going to just try to enjoy it to the max. I did put out some Halloween decorations, probably not as much as I usually do. I didn't do a scarecrow this year. It kind of snuck up on me this year a little bit, so. But I will try to get a little video of the Halloween decorations and the fog machine going and all that, and post it on YouTube either before or after Halloween. Oh yeah, and stay tuned. The Halloween horror movie giveaway is still going on. It's going to end on October 22nd. I'll draw the names and I'll try to get those movies fired out to the winners. I have decided I'm going to do a runner-up gift. It's going to be a mystery at this moment. I don't know exactly what movie it's going to be, but I got a couple choices over there. So stay tuned, guys. Halloween's on the rise. Can't wait. Take care, guys. We'll see you soon. Rock on.